You and Lelouch will both be lost in your sins forever.
Whoa! Today we're reacting to episode 13 and 14 of Code Geass. As always, you know it. Very, very excited to jump into these two reactions. Last week's reactions were both freaky and heartbreaking. You know what I'm talking about. It was freaky and heartbreaking. Code Geass, the only show that can put two different feelings on both extremes in one episode.
Exactly.
Really curious to see how that kind of continues to unfold.
I'm sure all the corners will be touched, and then
we'll cover all the corners. Right. Anyway, we're just going to get right into it today. So without further ado, let's just jump into our first reaction, our reaction to episode 13, stage 13, Shirley at Gunpoint. This might have been one of those titles that they warned us not to read.
I don't like it. Surely she's not held.
At gunpoint? Surely not.
Surely not.
Remember, if you want to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored, no lower opacity, no lower volume. You want to see us react to this episode and all of our episodes in all their glory, then you can do that by becoming a Patreon member and go to patreon.com/volume1pod. It means the world to us. It helps us out. I mean, for real, the only reason we're able to do all the things we do is because of the support from our Patreon members. So patreon.com/volume1pod. If you're willing and able to support in that way, you can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. Now, with all that said, on to the episode. Oh, no fucking way.
No. I need my daily dose of I mean, it's a good song. I mean, there's a lot of the same visuals.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff in here.
Oh,
it's like, it's another banger for sure, but it's going to take a little bit of time for it to really
I need my trumpets.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
pious soul who always looked to God in his life. To his wife, he was a devoted husband.
Damn,
to his
dude.
child, a loving father.
Father.
May he rest in peace, forever cradled
For
in
real.
the bosom of our Lord.
All right, PG.
No, stop! Don't bury him again, please. He suffered enough. Oh, God, don't leave me. Mom,
Again.
come on already. Please, Mom.
Guess what, Papa? Someday when I grow up, I'm gonna be your wife.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, honey. Your teacher told you, didn't she? Someday you'll meet the man you really love.
More than I do you?
It's hard to explain. Well, if you truly love that person, and he cares for you just as much, it would make me the happiest father on earth.
I'm so sorry this happened. Oh, stop. What have you to apologize for?
We feel awful. It's just that when we were all watching the hotel jacking on TV, I thought the Black Knights were, heroes. I mean, the news was handling it all wrong. Anyway, I was posting online how I thought what happened in Narita was kind of cool, and forgive me.
Come on, don't be silly. That has absolutely nothing to do with this at all. I mean, even I was saying Narita was—
Shirley, stop. Seriously, I'm starting to worry about you here. Have you cried yet?
You don't have to worry. Really, I'm fine. I've cried a lot.
Cowards. Zero and his people. Their methods are just cowardly. He doesn't even get his hands dirty. He stirs people into a frenzy, tips the world into chaos, and then sits back and congratulates himself. Anything gained through his kind of tactics is just meaningless.
Well, anyway, I think it's time we headed back,
Yeah,
everyone.
Susan.
All right.
Shirley,
Coming on
we'll
a
be
little too
waiting for
strong.
you. Come
Not
on,
about
guys,
you today.
Let's go.
Pissed.
Her and her damn
At
pizzas.
it again.
Lulu, forgive me.
What?
It wasn't fair. Kissing you like that.
Ooh.
It wasn't fair of me at all. It was just something I did. Forget about it, okay? I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. I'm sorry. It was totally stupid of me. I mean, you finally kissed me, and I can't even be happy.
Wait.
Holy shit,
Shirley.
man. If anybody tries to put her at gunpoint this episode.
Do you regret it, that your friend's father was caught up in all this? You were just accusing Kirihara of being too soft. What happened to the path of blood?
Shut up.
But it turns out you're the soft one. Did you think this was all just a game? You've already killed your fair share of people. By hand, or words more often than not.
She's cool.
Shut up.
She got the mascot, bro.
All had lovers and friends. Are you really telling me you hadn't grasped that yet? I would have thought you to be better prepared.
Shut up! I am prepared! I have been from the moment I killed Clovis!
Then why this hesitation? Has she shaken you so badly? One kiss and you go to pieces then, huh?
Ew.
So for all your preening and posturing, you're really just a spoiled little boy with a swollen head and a big fat mouth.
God damn.
You're in way too deep to be turning back now. You've passed the point of no return. You need a reason for living, don't you? You're not going to disappoint me, are you?
He is going through it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I didn't expect him.
I didn't know. I didn't know how he would react.
Discriminate against one another.
So is that the reason why you killed my brother?
Are you really going through with this?
That's all easy enough to say, isn't it?
You can't! We may have different mothers, but you and I are still blood!
It's nothing but
That
self-satisfying
was crazy.
gratification.
And to have this utopia, you'd...
I wish the world was a gentler place.
You appear to have a reason for living.
And I've come back to change everything.
Are you embarking on the path of blood?
Jesus.
Ogie, it's me, Zero.
I'm gonna just see what's going on Big Lobe right now.
Oh.
I mean, yeah,
got
they're
his
onto him.
info.
They've been onto
I
him.
have some bad news, Suzaku.
Oh.
We're on deck for the next operation. Are they acknowledging your skill, or do they need another decoy?
Oh, Lloyd.
Huh?
Care for another lesson in proper social etiquette? You look like you have some time to kill.
I'll have to take a pass on that. Now then, I believe we were talking about your mission.
Wait a second, Zero. I realize this is a request from Kyoto. I think we could definitely handle it. And I'm pretty sure the Japan Liberation Front would rather join with us than flee to foreign soil and all, but...
You're the one who brought us this information. Detard, wasn't it?
That's right.
Oh.
It is an honor that you
There he
meet
is.
me like this, Zero.
So Princess Cornelia is going to deploy the Royal Marines on General Katase of the Japan Liberation Front.
Yes, the network is already poised to broadcast a special report on it.
Lieutenant Colonel Toto will never make it to Katase in time, which means the Japan Liberation Front has no military strength right now.
Which is why we should help General Katase escape instead of going after Cornelia.
Ogie, who are we?
We're the Black Knights, Zero.
Then we have but one task. We will destroy Cornelia's troops, and in doing so, rescue the remnants of the JLF. Tonight, we regain what was lost to us at Narita.
Our target is Katase. Take him, and the Japan Liberation Front is finished. Nobody but the target is to survive, is that clear?
You're mad at Zero, but these people are doing the same thing.
Okay, you said nobody but the target is to survive.
Yeah. Stragglers, everybody else, take them out.
Yeah.
Understood.
So how can you be so mad?
Good Christian soldiers. Conflicting morals, right?
Yep.
Yeah, be so mad at Zero, and you're doing the same goddamn thing. You're taking
You just
orders.
you just got ordered to kill.
Let's get off your fucking high horse. Like, I'm so serious. Get off your high horse. Oh, the pod.
No, Lulu. It can't be true. He would never get tangled up with someone like that.
What did he tell?
There
Okay,
is a possibility that this boy is linked to the Black Knights.
What are you saying? He's involved?
In terrorism.
I don't believe you!
Bro, leave her alone, dude.
I know.
I'm so sorry to be doubting you like this.
I am not ready for this episode.
Please, I want to believe in you.
Damn it, she lost him. If she had just called me sooner, I could have had him. I should have grabbed him when I had the chance. No, I need proof. If he talks to her, I can learn what his role is in all this. Which is all the more important if he can manipulate memory somehow. Hell, this is my chance to move back up again. So I have to find a link to Zero. It has to be me.
Don't want to end up like Jeremiah.
I don't want to be orange.
I'm sorry. I'll go.
Second thoughts?
The only reason I've fought until now is because I thought it was the right thing to do. So I could live with the killing. Tell me, is this real? Is what we're all doing here really going to change the world for the better?
Will there be sacrifices? Not only just
See, she should like recognize his voice then.
Yeah, I mean, he's cutting it real close. He's playing a little
Because of all
too
these things, we
safe.
have no choice but to
Too
continue
comfortable.
on, no matter the cost.
Even if people see us as cowards, we have to prevail. If that means more blood will be shed, so be it. We've spilled so much to get here. Can't let it be in vain. If you wish to turn back, now is the time.
Oh, I'm scared.
Yeah, so I have a feeling some really
I've made my
bad
choice.
shit is gonna
I'll
happen
follow
in
you
this
to the
episode.
very end.
I'm grateful.
She found out in that moment.
Yes, you saved me today.
What's that outfit?
Was she a freaking pizza delivery driver?
I think so. She's like, I need to work for money to get more pizza. What's the best way to do that?
She does look like she works for
The
Domino's.
same mistake here all over again.
I can't afford to make the same mistake here all over again.
And who
Time
is this
traveler. Time
My
traveler.
Hero character?
Time traveler.
Same mistake here all over again. Time traveler?
Commence with the operation.
All underwater units.
I can't afford.
Dive, dive, dive!
God damn.
Oh my god, terrorists!
It looks like it's starting. Zero. You want to move out or what?
We have to hold. Cornelia moved faster than expected. If we go now, we'll die along with them.
All units restricted to micro-round ordnance only. Be careful not to set off that liquid Security.
Damn those Britannians! When the hell did they get here? Enemy units! They're coming from the water!
Damn, bro.
This is wholesale slaughter.
Officer
Mhm.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And you're on their side.
Be hard for you, but you're a soldier, remember that.
Right, I understand.
Right. I'll kill.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You're right.
We can't locate him or the Holy Swords. What about Kyoto? They said they would send help.
Yes, sir, but we have no way of contacting them now.
So they're just gonna sit back and watch us die here? We surrender. Please cease fire.
Bro.
I repeat, we surrender.
Sir, they're issuing a surrender over an
Like,
open
Yeah,
like they
right.
fucking care.
Sir.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
Just buying time.
Oh, but sir, I swear to God.
Surely, you need to get out of there.
It'll be too late soon.
I just hope that he isn't doing
Oh.
all this to honor some childish notion of justice.
He got a little uniform.
I see. That leaves only one way out. They have to be careful around that precious Security.
Zero, if we don't hurry.
Very well then. Go ahead.
Damn!
Oh my God, no! Oh my
I can't
God.
believe this idiocy. They blew up the liquid Sakuradite?
Just what you'd expect of the JLF, choosing to take the Britannians out with them.
Suicide?
Did he do that?
Yes, he did.
We're going to rush Cornelia's position head on.
Yes, he
Forget
did.
about everything else. All that matters is achieving
And
our goal.
one of them's gonna survive and be like, we didn't do that.
Then capture Cornelia and show them our strength and determination.
He had the
This
button.
is like Narita all over again.
It's outstanding.
Hey, get back here!
The JLF was just bait. Their command is
Wow.
wide open now. One of the oldest tricks in the book.
Where are you going? Hey!
It makes perfect sense. He wanted to cripple his enemy's defenses, using the Liberation Front as a living trap. He's excellent material.
wise
this
to it.
Zero. He's chaos incarnate. More. Show me more of your genius. Let your ego engulf the world.
Ego. Oh my God, he is too.
He's having a grand
happy.
old time. Whoa!
Holy shit.
204, signal lost.
Why would the general kill himself? Doesn't make any sense.
You're a detective now?
Force. Could they have used the tanker as a decoy?
Mount up now and form a defensive line on the double.
How did they know we were here?
Your Highness. Knock their nightmares into the sea before the pilots can mount.
Good Mark 2. You're with me.
Yes, sir.
This is a lot.
Your Highness, we can handle this.
Quiet! How many times do you think I'll allow them to mock me? I haven't even powered on! Do you think you could best me in nightmare combat?
Oh!
New
I can.
Rematch.
I'll smash your hatch and drag you out. Cornelia!
Surely.
Shirley at
Girl.
gunpoint. No. Not Lelouch's gun. And here comes fucking Lancelot.
No, but he's gonna hold back now.
Your
The
methods
beacon
are
of
not going to
justice.
change anything. You're focused on goals and don't understand the pain of others.
Zero! This is payback for Narita!
If it isn't the knight in shining armor!
These are people's lives you're playing with. You're nothing but a murderer.
Why do you keep getting in my way?
Why do you keep spilling people's blood without meaning? If it wasn't for you! Because of you!
Whoa!
Zero. This is the end result.
Lancelot, behind you!
Oh, shit.
Get the hell away from him!
If Shirley sees his identity, he's gonna have to kill her.
Oh, no.
Is this Zero's? So, then with this,
Cece.
I'll repay you for my
What if Cece takes her out right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Holy shit! I mean, I need a second. I need a second to get my thoughts together. There was so much in that episode, from the way it started to the way it ended. It felt like I went on a whole journey in just one episode. Starting with the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Lelouch finally, and you said this during the episode, and I had mentioned that I didn't know how he was going to react and respond to this, because, you'd think he's a smart guy, smarter than Suzaku when it comes to the casualties of war and the things that are involved in war, right? So I kind of did assume that he would kind of expect something like this to happen and not be as affected by it.
Yeah, I just think it was like the prime example of like hits too close to home for him. Like, I don't know, if he heard someone else's dad died, it would be like, okay.
He would have been, he would have not cared.
No. And like he has done this in the past where he's like had conversations with, oh my gosh, I always forget her name.
Who? Cece?
No.
Nonali?
No.
Cornelia?
No.
Euphemia?
No, she's on the Black Knights. Colin. Why do I always forget her name? With Colin, and she's like emotional, obviously, like rightfully so, because of her experiences with her mom and like the Japanese people. And he's like, you know what? This is just how it is, Colin. Like, sorry. And she slapped him in the face for it. Like, he's all talk. And then when it happens to him, that's why Cece was kind of pressing him a little bit, because like you talk all this smack, but then when something happens, you fold like a fucking pancake.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the real Lelouch? What are we gonna do? Like, if you are doubting now, it's only going to get worse from here on out.
Yeah.
That's what you said. You're past the point of no return. If you
because...
want, I mean, you are, the damage is done, pretty much, essentially. Like, if you were to quit, then you are going to quit. You cannot pick this back up. You've already put so many things in place. You've already put people's hopes into you. Livelihoods, futures. Like, you have to commit. This should not be enough to take you down. This whole situation, like, of course, like any normal person, like, yeah, it fucking sucks. Like, you killed her dad's friend. Like, yeah. And she like trusts you and confides in you. And she has no idea that you're this like mystery person.
And she kissed you.
Yeah.
You shared a kiss with her after that. Like, when she was mourning a death that you caused. Like, I get it,
But if that's enough to make you fold, then you might want to go into a different field.
Absolutely. Because like Cece had to say, which is something I thought he already knew, and I'm sure he does know, but he just didn't. Again, this is the thing about Lelouch. Yes, he knows, but he doesn't know how it feels. He doesn't know how he's going to be when it affects him.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference between saying something and something actually happening,
Yeah.
And so because she said everybody has, not everybody, but you know what I mean? Everybody has a dad, a mom, a daughter. Everybody does have a dad. And
just
a mom,
like you did.
but not a daughter. But yeah, just like you did. Like, so what did you think when other people were dying? Like, what did you think? And I think he needed to hear that. At the same time, like, there is a part of me that, like, I see, again, the parallel, right? Because Suzaku was really frustrating me this episode, too. Because he refuses and continues to be naive. Continues. Yeah, he talked a fucking big game at the funeral. Big ass game at the funeral. Zero, this wouldn't have happened, blah, blah, blah. And then look at what your commanders are ordering you to do. And you are being reminded, you're a soldier, stay in line, do your job, do this, do that.
And sometimes it's not even a soldier. Sometimes you're a decoy.
You're a number.
No, you're a number and you're a decoy. If we need to use you as a decoy, we will.
They are stripping him of his humanity. They are telling him to not care about other casualties. In fact, to not let anyone survive. Yet he's still in the middle of a battle after he's been in this fucking system for so long. Is going, guys, they surrendered. Did you guys? We all heard that what? That's why I get so mad with them because.
And then it's like unwavering of like, oh yeah, you're a soldier. Remember that? And he's like, you're right.
Yeah.
You just needed that. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
As I'm like killing people right now, and that goes for the Black Knights too. I mean, people are having their doubts. You know, we see it with
Colin. Mm-hmm.
Don't know why I keep forgetting her
okay.
name.
I mean,
Suzaku. I finally got Suzaku.
You got it.
Colin's the one now. But with Colin, and when she walked in, she's like, "Yeah, I just don't know. Like, is this justice? Like, is this what I signed up for?" And she's already made up her mind. Obviously, we saw, but
now
I don't know.
Now I will say this though, because I know if you've made it this far into this rant. Then I do have to say that I also understand that they are mirrors of each other, right? They always have been since the very beginning of this. And there are things that Suzaku needs reminding of constantly, just like there are things that Lelouch needs reminding of constantly. Very opposite things.
Mm-hmm.
But what Lelouch did in this episode was far from fucking cool, dude.
Oh yeah.
And it was
and the lying
awful,
of it, yeah, the lying, like, oh, yeah, they committed suicide because we just have to now fight for them now in their name. Like, you did it, bro.
Yeah.
And there's only one person who's seeing through all of it, and that's
something's wrong with you when the freaking news is on your side. You know what I'm saying? Like when a news station.
Yeah, that's not good for him either, man. That guy. I mean, that's what's so crazy about Lelouch. He truly believes that he's the smartest fool in the room. He believes that everyone is too stupid to understand what he's doing or his actions, or that something could be up with him. So the news guy seeing that is a big problem for Lelouch, because if he says anything,
right.
I mean,
yeah, but this guy, I don't think this guy has a side. This guy's side is, is the best story.
If something were to happen and he wants to get the best story, that story gets out, how are the Black Knights going to take that?
Right.
There's so many things that he's done so far that if the Black Knights got wind of it, they would say, okay, bye.
Right.
This is not worth it to us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're fighting you are, like Cece said, like, you're just a spoiled kid. Like, you're fighting this fight that you've put so many like eggs in your basket to like take down Britannia, but you're doing the same thing that the government is doing with Suzaku, just telling them what to do, using them as pawns to get to the ultimate goal.
And it was crazy too, because we heard what Suzaku's commander told him, but we also heard them say they surrendered, and Lelouch heard that too. And did what
that wasn't the Black Knights though.
No. That was the JF. Yeah. Like he knew from the very beginning what he was doing, and I want to be very clear that like
he knew that even if they said they were going to surrender, it wouldn't matter.
Course. That's what I'm saying. Like, what he did was like the farthest thing from okay. It was very, very it was the most awful thing. But I think as a character, like, why he's always treated people like pawns. This is not new. But I also felt like it was him sort of just like doubling down, in that moment, realizing, going through what he went through with Shirley and Shirley's dad, and then kind of like being a little out of it and feeling conflicted and feeling all these things. And then finally just like resolving to continue on. And as a matter of fact, double the fuck down, and since I'm already doing it, I might as well like really do it. You know what I mean? And it is just kind of crazy. And this was, to me, like, Lelouch has done a lot of questionable things, a lot, but this was like a huge thing. that he did that I don't know. Like I don't know.
That he really just did not have a second thought about.
Not at all.
He hit the button like it was nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and then like straight up lied, like through his teeth to everyone that's fighting for the cause, that are supposed to be trusting this person. And if they knew about it, I mean, he's telling everyone like, yeah, like, you know, we have to fight in their name now. And then that's like hyping them up because they just lost people that are on their side. And yeah,
he is already like halfway through the series. He has already become his enemy.
Yeah.
He's become the thing that he's fighting against to a degree, for sure.
Well, that was the mirrors again. When Suzaku was in the Lancelot and he was in his nightmare, it was like, you know, if it wasn't for you, you know, if it wasn't for you, this is all your fault. They're both saying the same thing.
Yeah.
They're both doing the same thing.
Yeah.
One is obviously in more power, like telling people what to do, and one is being told what to do.
Yeah.
You know?
And then at the very end, seeing Shirley see the true identity of Zero.
She's dead. She's for sure dead. And I think that is going to mess Lelouch up. I think this is the turning point for him.
Well, this was all because the dominoes are already falling.
No, yeah,
right, and they
100%.
already started falling. I mean, they've been falling, but like in this episode, some big ones fell.
Or it's gonna be what's her name? Something with a V. No. The girl with the gray hair. She's following her at this point,
right?
So she's probably seeing all of this going on, and she's maybe gonna take her hostage. Maybe she's gonna hold her hostage and be like, "Show me your face."
Yeah.
I'm taking you in or something. Like something's going to happen.
No, I mean, what was really crazy and important to remember is that during the previous episode, she said, all I have to do is eavesdrop from a distance, because if she talks to him, I'll get all the information I need. So she doesn't really need to do anything.
But he looks unconscious. I don't think he's going to be waking up.
But if she's just sitting there, you know, like in typical anime fashion.
Yeah.
Is that? Yeah.
Lelouch?
Yeah, she goes, Lulu, you know, and then she's like, Lelouch, you know,
and then
like,
Cece's
I
like,
knew it.
Yeah, Cece's like,
yeah.
Where's my pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
She is like pizza.
She is.
But she's going to turn up. She's going to turn up.
Well,
just kidding.
yeah.
No, she's like already on the way. She's doing something.
This breaks my heart because I don't know, like you're saying, I don't know how she can, you know, remain safe after this. So I don't even want to speculate much farther because I'm sure we're going to get to see what happens in the very next episode.
Yeah, I mean, Lelouch could like potentially use his word on her, even though he doesn't want to. And
he could.
You'll forget all of this.
But he can't use it on the other girl who's watching.
No, because
he can't use it twice.
She already used it. But
and he might not even know she's there, lurking in the shadows.
But surely you should not have. You should not have followed. You're on a battlefield right now.
Yeah. Well, she was following Lelouch because
I
of, you
know,
all that.
but still, like.
And she's going through a lot. Okay, her dad just died. Her whole world, you know, she's rocked.
She shouldn't be walking through a battlefield.
She's already walking through an emotional battlefield, Megan. It doesn't make a difference to her. All right. Well, I literally cannot wait any longer to get into this next episode. So without further ado, let's jump into our reaction of episode 14, stage 14, Geass versus Geass.
Command to 401. Move in to contain the enemy. Enemy sighted bearing 7 o'clock. Intercept now.
Underwater, red leader. Extra water.
No, wait! Do not pursue! Protecting the Viceroy has top priority!
Zero!
Ogie, is that you? It's C2.
Yes, how's Zero doing?
He's okay, but he can't move now. Order a retreat. If we drag this out, we'll be slaughtered.
Is that
Zero?
what you wanted?
Yes.
This is pathetic. You're
What
so shook up you can't even issue
happened?
orders. And Cornelia will...
Listen to
They'll
me.
show
My
us.
handgun is missing. Whoever has it now must have taken it from me when I was unconscious.
If that's true, it means they saw your face.
There were at least 2 of them.
She got away.
One who fired and one who got shot. 2.
What happened?
One who fired and one who got shot.
She knows. She shot that other lady.
Is that a letter?
She did.
It's It's nothing.
I bet it's a love letter, huh? Something special
Yeah.
for Lelouch?
I need to rewind it and see what that letter said. I don't. That's not.
You want to meet Princess Euphemia?
Oh, hell no. Keep her
Do
away.
not keep her as far away from her as possible.
Nina during the hotel jacking.
Keep her away.
She stood right up and said, "I'm Euphemia."
Yeah, and stop calling it a hotel jacking around her. Okay, don't use that word around her.
I'd like to meet Princess Euphemia too if I could. Huh? Oh, what's the matter, Suzaku?
It's just, she's a member of the royal family and...
It's just, we just started dating and I...
Lelouch?
Is there anything unusual there?
Yeah, there is. You're not here.
Oh, right.
She'll be there, by the way. You know, Lelouch, you've been cutting classes lately. You need to take school more seriously.
Right, Mr. Honor Student. Can you give Nunnally a message? Tell her I'll be late tonight.
Did you say tonight? More like every night. What's the point of going to the same school if I never see you?
Hey, Arthur,
I wonder what's going on over there. That eliminates one group, the military.
Aside from them and the Black Knights, I can't think of anyone else who would have been there.
He just mentioned Shirley.
Bro,
Japan Liberation Front
you saw Shirley there.
And they only
Did he forget?
I think I'll
Did he
have
see
Ogie
her
check
there?
out the
Yes.
black market.
He got a heat signature and it
that's
zoomed
right.
in.
That's right, but I don't know if he identified her.
Something else.
Oh.
I thought I saw Shirley there.
You did.
The girl who kissed you?
Give it a rest, will ya?
What? Even if
Just
you
making sure I
think
got
you
the
saw
right
her
word,
there.
boy. But if she was there, then there's something we need to know, and we better find out fast.
You
In
think
this
you saw her
last
there? She's not at
operation,
school
and
today.
also
Put
at
the pieces
Narita,
together
they're
yourself.
specifically targeting you, Your Highness.
They also eliminated Prince Clovis.
Zero is not merely fighting Britannia. He has a deep hatred for the royal family, and he wants blood.
Hatred?
Euphemia, you were willing to sacrifice yourself for the commoners.
Careful, Yuffie. I don't want another crisis like at the hotel.
Why not assign a knight to her?
A knight?
Yes, if we assign one knight as a permanent sentinel, then we can build a complete royal guard unit around him. As sub-viceroy, Princess Euphemia has the right to a personal champion.
Suzaku.
Yep. Oh yeah.
This thing about saving people's lives. At first I thought he was just, sensitive. But now,
At first I thought he was
it's
just
more like an obsession,
dumb.
isn't it?
Oi.
His performance data is still solid.
What the?
Is this a good time to put that new thing to a test with him?
But we're still
Oh, there they
fine-tuning.
are.
What I'm saying is, treating Suzaku like he's just another part of the machine could have serious consequences.
But really, aren't you taking care of him in place of someone else?
I'm not sure about that, but
Hmm?
you're quick to catch on to something silly, aren't you?
Their whole relationship, their whole
I'm the
dynamic.
boss, so you're stuck with me.
Oh.
Hey, what are you doing out here by yourself? I'm waiting. I need to wait till they finish disinfecting my room. Why should I have to go rifling through some girl's underwear? This is going to cost you.
It always does.
You could do this solo, and she'd be thrilled to know the man she loves went searching
That's
through her.
my business.
Once again, making a big deal out of nothing. Well, there's no sign of that gun in here, and her diary only goes up to the 14th.
14?
Yeah.
But that's the day that her father had died.
Okay, put it together.
There are a bunch of photos of you.
Of me?
How could our suspect be so sweet?
Just can the sarcasm, would ya? Narita.
Oh.
Lulu,
My God.
how could you do this?
Yes, how could he?
No.
A very fine memorial. Isn't that right, Miss Shirley Finette?
Oh, I like that voice actor.
I love that voice actor. Who is that?
I forget.
Close, we had her right there.
Next time I'll beat that white nightmare.
Don't sweat it. Yeah, Tamaki got
Fuck!
in the first minute.
This fool is still kicking it with you guys. He's still in the club.
Why'd it blow up?
It's
Sounded so crazy.
Next time I'll beat that white bitch.
right? Yo, that's why Zero took action.
You're not doubting Zero again, are you?
Why is he still? I mean, I guess you can't just let him loose, but you can take him
So
out.
what are you going to do if you find out Zero?
Take him out to dinner, if you know what I
What are
mean.
you trying to say?
I heard you got wussy and ran away. A gutless Brit's got a lot of kahunas talking trash to his superiors like that.
I was making an assessment. That's my new job here. Ogie, you agreed to it too, didn't you?
Huh?
That's right. And Zero did approve it.
So, do you love her? This girl called Shirley?
Outfit goes crazy.
don't know.
What's
Then
with
why
the
are we
fit?
going to Narita?
It's
You know the
cute.
reason.
Don't hate it. I don't hate it.
It's so cute.
What if she really does know? Are you going to kill her? If you have someone you don't want to lose, you should keep them at a distance.
He's a cruel man, isn't he, Lelouch?
How do you know about Lulu?
Oh, he deceived you. Never told you he's Zero.
Who are you? What do you
He
want?
knows too?
The same mouth that ordered your father's death, stole a kiss from your tender lips. He's a very bad man, and you like it. Punishment must be measured out, to him and to you.
To me?
I know everything. All that happened that night.
Is that Zero? Well, well,
Oh.
what a shocker. The
That's why
student
she
is
took her
Zero
out.
Himself, a Britannian. When I bring him to Viceroy Cornelia, she'll make me a noble, not just a knight of honor, real nobility. And he's still alive, too. Of course, you'll be rewarded, too. Stupid of me. He's your boyfriend, isn't he?
So you're a killer too, just like Zero.
No, that's not true.
And you actually used your father's death for your own gain.
Whoa!
I just...
Relax. She's a high school
Kind
girl.
woman. You knew he'd feel sorry for you, didn't you? So you played it for all it was worth.
No, you're wrong!
Did his sympathy make you all tingly?
Stop it!
Playing the tragic heroine again?
No, I'm not doing that!
A girl who kills and then goes fishing for attention? Only evil witches do that.
I didn't...
Oh, hell no.
You knew there was
Kill him,
another
Shirley.
girl who liked Lelouch, and you wanted to get him away from her. Now you have to pay the price, Shirley. Do you want to carry these feelings around for the rest of your life, all by yourself? Unless you atone and completely free your heart, you and Lelouch will both be lost in your sins forever.
Whoa! What
knew
if?
it.
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that Cece's
Thought she'd be
talking to
here.
this guy.
We'll have to split up and look for her.
Do you even know what Shirley looks like?
What's with you now?
The chance is so slim. I doubt she's even here.
What if she really does know? Are you going to kill her?
I know, it's
No,
crazy.
Wait, there was someone else here. Where'd they go? And what were they doing with Shirley? Calm down. Work from the beginning. It's Shirley. I'm here. Where are you calling from?
Where indeed?
Ooh.
Who are you?
Shit. Oh, so quick, so fast. I'll never seen that in my life.
You scum. What have you done with Shirley?
Ooh, I like it. The scary face. The face of a man whose woman was stolen away.
What the hell did you do with her?
You want to know? Then you'll have to accept my challenge. You specialize in this, don't you?
He's like, I specialize in this. It's a
Familiar with
checker.
Barbara's I don't have a photo.
It's a
but I can
domino.
paint her in Botchwan style.
It's an
What,
Uno
I'm
card.
supposed to wait around here while you do that? And why don't you climb up on something tall and look around?
Oh.
Can't be. Mao.
Mao.
Wow.
I'm sure this chess game is just a ploy. His real goal is to lure me to an isolated place.
You know I've never actually played this game before, don't you?
Calling
That's
on
why
the
his
Lord.
eyes are
Is he
covered.
just being theatrical.
So
No.
no one can use their
Didn't
Geass
know
on
what I
him
look
either.
like. That means he didn't see me that night, and he didn't
That's
have time to find a
a good
photo of
point.
me. He hasn't planned this out. He's winging it, which means
There's an opening you can use? Shouldn't you be thinking about the game a bit more? You could lose.
you liar. You have played this game before.
Oh, she took the bike.
Even you. No, because it's you. You can never beat Mao.
He's got me trapped?
So, can we just call it my game,
How could he predict every move I made? Who is this guy?
Didn't C2 tell you about me? Well done! In one lightning moment, you came up with 14 possible identities for me, and one of them is precisely
Raider.
correct.
He has Geass too!
See now,
Whoa!
for your Geass, you have to look directly into someone's eyes. Oh, I know all the rules for your little gift.
You can read minds.
You could call my Geass mind reading.
What the hell did you do to Shirley? Tell me, what did you do? Kill her?
Of course not.
It's Shirley.
So now then, let the vital punishment games begin.
Zero. You weren't yourself yesterday.
I thought they were about to have a
Why
Geass
do I
off
have
right
this
now.
feeling?
Oh, damn.
Are you all right?
She's alive?
Come on.
Oh, my God.
So, it's you, Zero.
Shirley, that gun is...
Yes, it's Zero's. Your gun, Lulu.
Why don't you use your Geass? I'm pretty sure you haven't used it on her, right? Of course, if you do, I'll just shoot you myself.
Can he read any thoughts? Or only those on the surface? Are there conditions to his Geass? A time lag? Time limit? And what's he after? If he plans to kill me, then...
Keep thinking about it. That's your strong point, right? Thoughts spinning round and round and round.
Shut up!
This is a fitting death. Poetic justice for a thief like you.
Lulu, die.
Thief.
We'll atone for our sins. We have to. I'll die with you.
What?
She's already killed one time. She shot the person who saw your face, all to protect your little secret.
Then, blood was...
It's time to end this together, Lulu.
Yes, sinners must be punished.
You put her up to all of this! I see. He reads her mind and then it's easy for him to confuse and control her.
Yes, that's right.
No, don't let him trick you! Surely he's just...
Come now, are you actually saying this? The guy who lied to her from the start?
No, stop it!
If murder's a sin, then this absolutely increases the sin!
Oh, I like the rhetoric. Very pithy.
Shirley, did you really kill somebody? And if you did kill, was he the one who was controlling you?
Shirley pulled the trigger and she knows it. When you hide away your sins, it only gets worse.
He's trying to confuse you, Shirley!
Why don't you just shut up?
Oh!
What are you hesitating for? He's the one who killed your father. Don't you know he's a sinner? Kill him now.
Shirley.
I don't.
What the heck's up with this girl? Her thoughts are just a jumble now. I'll just have to do it.
Stop it! Just stop it!
Fine. Consider it stopped. You two just do whatever it is you want.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like that?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
All right,
Cool.
Shirley. Let's
Shirley!
get back to class.
What a pain. It was so dramatic and juicy. Now I'll have to kill them the old
Who
boring way.
is this guy?
He's Mal.
Who did that?
Cece.
She saved his ass so
couldn't
many
be.
times. His boo. That's his boo thing right there.
I just knew it. We finally meet again. It's you. It's really you.
Are you awake, Mal? Forgive me, Mal. That's the way. See, Mal? You can do it. Thank you, Mal.
She's talking to him
Beautiful, C2.
through her
I love
brain.
That new look.
I love that new look.
As soon as I can.
I love that. I mean, I do too. I do too, Mal.
It's
But
so funny. That's me.
Mal, I never thought you would come out among people.
It's all right now. It's over.
That was so funny.
I really did kill someone. That's why
It's because of me. It's not your fault.
And I shot you with your gun.
I'm still alive.
But I did it.
Shirley, any sin you committed is mine to bear.
I wanted you to be kind to me,
What's wrong with that?
even though my father died.
Don't worry. It's time to forget all the bad things that have happened to you.
I can't.
Yes, you can. I'll help you forget all of this.
Impossible.
I'm sorry about your father. If I could be reborn into a new life, I would.
No, don't.
whoa. I mean, at least, that's the best case scenario. I feel like for her.
No, he literally goes, forget everything. And she
Yeah.
doesn't know how to walk, talk, eat.
No, not someone from my family. It was a friend. Someone, well, very important.
I understand.
But I didn't know. I didn't know until after I lost her. Then I realized how much she meant to me. How her smile saved me. And how I'll never be able to argue or laugh with her like that again.
I see. You loved her, didn't you? You must feel terrible.
Right now, I don't know anymore.
Well, the morning always comes again.
What?
I have to say it's funny. I know that I came out here for some reason, but I can't remember exactly what it was now. Maybe it's because I already put the whole thing behind me. Something I wanted to let go of. Maybe it was something I thought I couldn't forget. Maybe I was full of sadness. But morning still comes, right?
Yes, you're right. I feel the same way now. Thanks a lot for everything.
Oh my God.
I love the new look. He was so in love with her. That was so funny.
It was.
Everything else didn't matter
I know.
anymore.
Oh man, dude. Yeah, that was a crazy episode. I feel like, again, best case scenario for old Shirley girl there, because
For sure.
yeah, I mean, the other option was literally, death.
Death.
And I felt like she really wasn't going to make it out of that situation. I would have bet money on her not making it out of that situation.
Yeah.
But she did, and now we have Mao, the introduction of Mao, who also is able to use Geass. Geass is something we've seen used in many ways before.
But a different form of Geass. I was under the impression that Geass was the only, like, that's the power to, like, will someone to do something.
Well,
but
we saw Cece use it in a different way, too. We saw her when she touched Suzaku, she kind of went into his mind.
Yeah, but I don't know if... Because there's a lot of things to unpack, obviously, with, like, Mao and all that. Because, like, yeah, he has an ability. She has an ability. But I was under the impression that she gave her Geass to Lelouch in order to have an something... There
was a contract.
The contract, yeah. So I thought, I'll lend you my power. So then Mao says, like, you thief.
Right.
So I think Cece might have stolen someone else's Geass, maybe an important person's Geass, gave it to Lelouch, and...
As a Doctor Who fan, you don't know how exciting that is to me.
Because it doesn't, that's why it makes sense. And her saying, like, things like, oh, I never expected you to, like, you woken up. I would never expect you to, like, walk amongst people. There's just, like, weird things that she's saying that gives me the impression that it has something to do with, like, gods or a different timeline, place, planet.
I was kind of thinking about it before we started recording. And I think, he meant thief because he was speaking of Cece's Geass. Like, you took that from her.
But then you said that she had another.
Well, she used it on Suzaku when she went into his mind. I think that she gave him a piece of her. And I think, she obviously still has something within her. She is not human to begin with, from what we understand. So, yeah, I think that she's still able to use abilities, and she gave Lelouch some of access to some of those abilities, or a specific type of that ability. But
yeah, and the way that he was acting, was it like a type of thing where, like, I don't know. I mean, does everyone act that way when they see Cece? Is she someone of great importance? Like, is that everyone's reaction? You know what I mean? Like, not just his?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, okay, so what I was thinking of, before we started recording this episode, I was thinking about the last two episodes, and specifically the moment between her and Lelouch in the cave, and she heard the water, dropping from, the cave ceiling into the body of water there, the puddle, whatever. And she said that sound was her name. And I don't know, this might be like, I'm going to just say it. It might be very basic and not a really like crazy guess. I don't know. Or theory, whatever. But I associate like her and that moment with the possibility of her being some sort of like you said, God, but like some sort of like form of nature or something, like personified. I think I see that because of the green hair. Honestly, that's kind of as deep as that goes.
Oh, wow.
No, I mean, but also the drops of water. Like maybe they are things of this world personified, right? I don't know how that would really fit in, because I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be interesting, because what wars do to Earth, like what a war would do to Earth, what it would do to our planet, right? What if there were things that existed on our planet that didn't have like a physical body? What if they had a physical body and could partake or participate? Like, what would they say? How would they feel? So I kind of thought, it'd be kind of interesting if she did represent like nature or some sort of force of nature. And it was really just it was the green hair, and I was partially joking. That is not all of it. That's a piece of it. But the other piece is like the sound of her name, right? Being this actual sound of water, a water droplet hitting a larger body of water.
I think he said that her real name is more human than the name that she uses when she said it. So it's Cecilia.
Right. I don't know who this guy is or where he comes from.
I know is that he loves Cece.
I do like the idea of what you said,
Cece fangirl.
He is a Cece fan for sure. So am I.
Cece. He was gagunked. He was obsessed.
We were too when she first
the way she was talking to him
on screen in that fit.
And the way she was talking to him, I've never heard her use those words, like her be nice like that. That was the nicest we've ever seen her. The nicest we ever heard her sound.
Yeah, it seemed like she was giving him affirmations through that headset.
She was.
So he was like the ultimate fanboy, I guess, but also like, those clues that you were mentioning, like I never thought that you'd like come out. I never thought that you'd be out amongst like humans or other people. So I don't know. I mean, it made me feel like because they all look like, and I understand that this is a world where certain technologies already exist and they are like semi-futuristic or what someone in the 90s thought futuristic technology would look like. However, he does like seem to be a little, they look different. They dress differently, like his appearance and sort of like his whole thing. Like, I don't know. It did make me feel like maybe he's a survivor of this race that was able to travel through time or travel through dimensions or travel to this other planet. Maybe he followed her there, but I still don't know. I don't have any idea. He did have Geass though, and he was able to read minds. Essentially, he said it's basically how it works, but I'm sure there's more to it. And it was just so interesting to watch Lelouch fight against that. Like, and even in that moment when he was holding Shirley, I couldn't help but feel like, do you really mean what you're saying right now? Or are you just like trying to, take control of the situation and use whatever advantages you have?
I think that's more.
Right. Right. But I do think he does feel a little bit of guilt. He does feel a little bit of something for her, for sure.
And I think at the end of the episode, he said like, thank you for everything. Like that's his olive branch to anyone is done.
Right.
After this, he's
shutting off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what even Cece said. Like you if you care about people, you leave them the furthest away.
Well, what does that say? About Nonnally? What does that say? Not just about his student council.
Well, he's already doing that.
I mean, he is, but he still goes home to her every night, and that's going to just become more and more dangerous. Not to mention that it seems like that girl who was with Jeremiah, she survived. I don't know for how long, but Ogie might know something now. I don't know.
And I think that Nonnally may or may not be sent to Britannia.
Oh yeah, that's something you've been stewing for a long time.
I mean,
for a long time.
Yeah, because that would, I mean, it would be bad, but it would be beneficial for Lelouch. So then he could just have Japan, and not have to worry about her being hurt. Or they might get sent together. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know either, but I do think that, in the previous episode, we saw Lelouch take a turn that was, we had seen coming, but he really committed, doubled down, did something pretty awful. And in this episode, it was kind of, it's kind of putting a bow on like who he was. Like, I'm not gonna be, the same, like, I'm not gonna try to still have like friends in my life.
Yeah, but what does that mean? What does that mean for his humanity?
Exactly.
It's going to be completely gone.
100%. I 100% agree. And that's what I think the significance of even him like walking off into the distance, was like he is turning his back on that life, on her, but also like all of those friends that they have. And it's going to be interesting to see how they operate.
I mean, even
forward.
Suzaku.
Even Suzaku. And I don't know, man, because I don't know if that person, the girl who was always with Clovis. I'm sorry, I forget her name all the time. But I don't know if
the gray-haired girl.
Yeah, I don't know if she survived beyond what we saw. Maybe those were kind of like her final words. Maybe she said some other things.
Maybe she did survive. Maybe she'll have memory loss. But she's alive.
How convenient for her to have like a concussion after that. Like he didn't even have to use Geass again. Not that he could,
know.
but
she knows she didn't die.
It seems like she didn't die, and she seems like Ogie. She told Ogie something. He knows something now, so that's going to be interesting. And I mean, maybe we'll see. I mean, we definitely haven't seen the last of Mao. There's no way.
No. I mean, he was looking for Cece. He found Lelouch because Lelouch had Cece's ability. Maybe that's why he called him a thief, because he didn't know that he had any connection with Cece at all at this point.
Right.
He was like, "Oh, you stole her, Geass." But now that he saw her, he's like, it was you. Oh, now I understand. Now I get it. Like, I'll come find you.
That's probably what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the idea, the thing that you said about her potentially being somebody within their own society or their people, whatever. Like, she is a big deal to all of them. I do think that is interesting. But I wonder if we're going to see more of them. I wonder if it's almost like stands to a degree where, like, maybe the more he uses it, there are other people in the world who have it that will like become aware of it being used, or like stands, they gravitate towards each other. If it's just him, if there's more of them, and it's just, what are we now? 12, 13, we're 14 episodes in, and I still have no idea, like, where she really comes from, who these people really are, and I'm invested. I need to know. But yeah, I mean, this really did feel like the closing of a certain chapter for him. So it's going to be very interesting to see, how it all plays out going forward, because he's spiraling and going deeper and deeper and deeper. Like you said, losing more and more of his humanity and identity, I guess, even as the series goes on. Insane. Well, that's going to do it for our reaction and discussion of these 2 episodes. Make sure to subscribe, leave your comments, your thoughts on these episodes, like the video. All of that really helps, really matters. And we do read most of, if not all, the comments when you do leave them. And we, like I said, greatly appreciate them. And if you want to see the full uncut, unedited, uncensored, no lowered opacity, no lowered audio, you want to see the full episode in all its glory, you want to watch it right with us, uninterrupted, then you can see our reaction to these episodes and our entire backlog to not just Code Geass, but all the other series that we react to and discuss by going to patreon.com/volume1pod. You can gain access to that at our lowest tier. And for a limited time, you can even try it out for free for the first 7 days to see if it's right for you. It's the only reason we're able to do what we do. And we are extremely grateful if you're willing and able to help and support in that way. But we also appreciate support of any kind, and we couldn't be more grateful for you just being here with us, and in consuming, whether it's for the first time or second time, this amazing series with us. Speaking of Patreon and YouTube members, we do have to give a special thank you to members of our V1P tier. So like we said, thank you to everybody, but a very special thank you to
Primordial Life, Wanbo, Paladin Berserker Jedi, David Ramirez,
Roland V-Dub, Black Sun Series, and Quattro. Yay. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for all of your support, no matter how you show it. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro that is always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is something about
money, problems.
It's not bad. What about that? Something about, like, I'm a huge fan of that outfit. Something like that. Okay. You literally said it. She said it. You saw it. She said it. And now I say it. It's a problem.
Oh, Cece, I love your new look.
Cece, I love your new look. What if we say that? It's too boring. It's too simple. Too basic. Come on, Cece, and something about Cece, Mao.
Mao money, Mao problems. That's the best one.
Okay.
It has to be.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, I just don't really know how it, like,
Mao money, Mao. It's just funny. It's a play on more.
Okay.
Mao.
No, I know
Mao
that.
money, Mao problems.
No, I know that, and he did cause problems.
He
for
did
them.
cause problems. Yeah.
I like it. I was just seeing if we could, what else we could do. And
do you have anything else? That's the craziest part.
It's called a think tank. It's a collaborative brainstorm. I want to see if that's the best we got. And by we, I mean you. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for any and all ways you show your support. And until next time, Mao money, Mao problems. You know how it goes.
Like it's
CC.
Oh.
But Shirley too. Shirley, she does look good. We just say all the other outros that we didn't do. Sorry about that, by the way.